We're going to be doing a quick little summary breakdown of a few deck lists that I've seen kind of come across the internet that I wanted to cover and kind of talk about, because it's been a little while since we've kind of done a nice little regional summary. So, La Casa Geek and Carlancho Store, God, I'm terrible with pronouncing things, ended up sharing this information and getting it out to the world. So the first one we're going to be looking at is Ye Old Mermails. Now, you all thought that the only deck out there getting love with Sekka's Light was Burning Abyss. Well, joke's on you. It is not the only degenerate scumbag walking around at the events now playing this deck. And now, yes, this deck got 17th place, but it's still important to understand that water is still a very dominant force. I think a lot of people kind of just look at this deck and just disregard it, toss it aside. They're like, I'd rather just play B, it's more consistent. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. I mean, Triple Dragoons did a lot for this deck, just adding back more into the pile. And, I mean, you still get access to Tomahawk until this card gets banned. There's still a lot of cool things that this deck can actually do. The Angler Engine, if this card is sent from your hand or deck to the graveyard, you can special summon up to 2 level 3 or lower nimble monsters from your deck. So you get access to Sunfish and Beaver. Hey, you guys can't really complain. I mean, level 3 or lower nimbles, there's not a lot you can do, but I mean, it's a cute package that you can splash into your deck. So the deck profile is triple Ash Blossom, triple copies of Atlantean Dragoons, of course, and of course we have 1 heavy infantry, 1 marksman. You don't want to overload yourself too much with these. I think it's one of the mistakes a lot of people make when they're looking at infantry and marksman, is literally just like, you need outs to probable threats to ensure that you can OTK your opponent. You know, sure, I've seen builds playing 2 copies of infantry, 0 marksman, but I kind of like this splash, especially if you're going into a regional and you know you're going to play against more rogue. This is not a bad call. And then, of course, 1 Rosinix for the token generation, 1 copy of Deep Sea Diva. It's still one of the best cards in your entire deck. Now, you should be playing it. Then, of course, we have 2 Droll, Triple Genix Undyne. If your engine kind of stalls, Undyne sending for cost is probably one of the most beautiful things to ever exist. I mean, if your opponent's striking you to stop you from adding the controller to your hand, you've already done what you needed to do. Of course, 1 Ibly, 1 Gunde, 2 Megalo, 1 Spike, triple Abystus, 1 Moulin Glacia, triple copies of Neptibus, triple copies of Angler, 1 Beaver, 1 Sunfish, 1 Rowan Toad, and triple Swap Frog with 1 controller, and of course, triple Sekka's Light. And like I said, these 2 engines right here, they are relatively small, but let's be real, like, as soon as you start feeding into them and doing what your deck does, capitalizing on those OTK boards, then you're doing what you need to do. Now, the extra deck, 1 Trigate, 1 Gumblar, 1 Saruja, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Miss Starboy, 1 Link Spider, 1 Unicorn, 1 Phoenix, 1 Mermaid, 1 Cerberus, 1 Firewall Dragon, 1 Decode, 1 Boral Sword, 1 Totally Awesome, and 1 of the Galaxy Tomahawk. Side deck, we have triple Gamma Seal, 2 Ghost Bell, 2 Mind Control, triple Twin Twister, triple Evenly, and 2 Red Reboot. Like I said, you're playing an OTK-centric deck. You're basically trying to do what BA does with this, gather as many resources as you can, start your initial combo, and then start unloading on your opponent to get game. Now, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't go past more than like turn 1, turn 2. This is a very good example of a very powerful going second deck. And I really look forward to seeing more people, you know, kind of try this out, because much love to Mermails, man. Like, you guys got to support this deck where you can. Next up, we're going to be looking at Heroes. Now, I can't tell you the last time I've seen Heroes, and this was 7th place at the Villahermosa Tabasco Regional. I believe that's how you pronounce it. But Heroes, this is a Solde with Equip Heroes. This isn't the cheap shit discount version that, you know, Stun used to be. No, we're going full in with equips. So we're playing one Celestial. So, when this card declares an attack, you can target 1 face-up spell card your opponent controls, destroy and ping your opponent for 500. And then, while you have no cards in your hand except the turn that this card was sent to graveyard, banish this card and 1 other Destiny or monster from graveyard to draw 2 cards. Maybe this card's actually pretty good. Banishing it from your graveyard and another Destiny hero to draw 2 out of left field. When did hero players stop looking at this card. This is pretty good. We have triple malicious, one copy of Blazeman. I mean, you do play polymerization, so you may as well take advantage of it, you know what I mean? And then, of course, triple Bubble Man. Only 2 copies of Shadow Mist. I mean, with the reduction of a hero lives to 1, I mean, he doesn't have as much value as he once did. He's still a very good card, but like, 2 copies of Solid Soldier, 1 copy of Stratman, 2 copies of Vion. Spells, we have 1 Hero Lives, 1 Broken Bamboo Sword, 2 copies of Called by the Ground, 1 copy of Ye Old Card Destruction. This one, actually, now that you're seeing more play with Mali, like, this definitely helps a lot of the situations. 2 Cursed Bamboo Sword, 1 DDR, 1 Phoenix Blade, Triple E Emergency Call, 2 Golden Bamboo Sword, 1 Ye Old Instant Fusion, 1 Living Fossil, triple Mass Change, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Moon Mirror Shield, 2 Polymerization, 1 Rhoda, and 1 Soul Charge. The extra deck down here, of course, 1 copy of Gumblar Dragon, 1 copy of Saruji, 1 Proxy Dragon, 1 Isolde, 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Castel, 1 Bahamut, 1 Dweller, 1 Adoration, 2 Darklaw, 1 Anki, 1 Acid, 1 Steam the Healer. 1 Absolute Zero. Side deck, 1 Doggleman, triple Droll Knockbird, 2 copies of Effect Veiler, 1 copy of Predaplant Dragostopelia. So, you're playing this because it's a fusion monster and a dark to make it, so feel free to eat off of your opponent's fusion thunder monsters. 2 copies of Mind Control, 1 Super Poly, 1 Twin Twister, and of course, triple Red Reboot. Now, as for what this deck aims to do, I mean, you're playing, once again, a combo hero deck. You produce Darklaw, you laugh at your opponent, and watch them struggle as, you know, you're Gumblaring your opponent for X cards. Gumblar is a very degenerate card, and there's a reason why we've been seeing Gumblar come up in these decks. Because decks like this, it's like, oh, special summon the Mali to the zone that he points to, and it's like, oh boy, free value, what I always wanted. Like, this card needs to be banned. And then the last deck we're going to be looking at today is a zombie deck list that came up from Phantom TCG, and this got 3rd place at a locals. We don't have a side deck. I know a lot of people have been talking about wanting to play zombies, kind of looking at where they want to go with this. And I've also been asked my opinion on this. I'm not exactly sure. I think that this might be a step in the right direction for kind of getting your feet a little bit wet, kind of exploring, you know, just being like, oh, this looks fun. So we're going to do just that. We're going to go exploring and go through the stuff very quickly. So, triple copies of Doom King Baldur Droch, or Droke. This card is actually, from what I've seen, having this card revive itself and being able to banish from the field or the graveyard is actually really insane. 1 copy of Effect Veiler, of course, nothing too special to say here. 1 copy of Ghost Ogre. 2 copies of Globe Bloom. So, banish it to add a level 5 or higher zombie from your deck to your hand, or if Zombie World's on the field, you get to special summon it. I mean, hey, getting out Boulder Drock very quickly is pretty good. Of course, triple copies of Goizuki, one of your best utility engines in the deck. 2 Mizuki. Triple Netherworld or Necro World Banshee. I mean, yeah, Zombie World's pretty good, I heard. 1 copy of Trick Clown, of course, triple Solitaire, Lone Firing for anything in your deck's pretty good. 2 copies of Spirit Master, of course, Unizombie is one of the best cards in your deck as well. 1 Book of Life, 1 Burial, 1 Foolish Burial, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 for 1. 2 copies of Terraforming, of course, 1 Zombie Necronize, 1 Zombie Power Struggle, triple Zombie World, 1 Return of the Zombies, 2 of the Style Swallow Slash, and 1 Strike. The extra deck, of course, 2 copies of Vampire Sucker, 1 Trisbania, 1 Saruja, 1 Linkriba, 1 Hope Harbinger, Void Ogre, Trishula, 1 Shogun Saga Scarlight, 2 Red Eyes Zombie Necro Dragon, 1 copy of Omega, Black Rose, and 1 Beelzes. Honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this card. I understand, like, playing Zombie World is a means to kind of stop your opponent from engaging with some of their plays. Can be good, but for me, I just want to do a zombie turbo deck. Like, we should be thankful that Omega's limited to 1, because this deck could probably almost make 3 Omega every single time, and probably a Trishul, and we would have even more problems in our game besides Firewall Dragon. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these deck lists as well. That's all I've got for this video, guys. Peace out. Have a good, well, safe day, safe rest of the day, whatever time zone you're in. The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out Vanquil40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.